Let's see if anybody's around today. Uh, it, the mall is really dead today. This is Washington, D.C. And with all the policemen coming from all over the country, it takes a lot of people out of this. A lot of tourists make them stay home, just trying to hurt people in Washington. I think that's the name of the game here. But no matter what it is, it's happening. I think he's hurting a lot of people all over the country right now. On those plans that he has, the new laws. I mean, it looks like now the tariffs are going to cost every American an average of $4,500 or $2,400. I'm sorry. So $2,400. Well, that's from the eggheads who figure out this stuff, and certainly they can be wrong, but they're not saying it's going to make you money. So that's what you. So you got to prepare for stuff that may not happen, but looks like it will happen. You don't prepare for the real way out stuff that nobody believes will happen as much as the possibility, the higher possibility will happen, the more you're going to have to prepare for it. So there's that going on that's going to cost you. And right now, what they're calling it is sort of like the something they're putting less product in what you're buying. So your box of Cheerios will be like a third less. So you're going to have to buy more boxes of Cheerios. Cheerios will be the same price, but the inflation, it's and they call it the shrink inflation. So you're going to have to spend more money on the same amount of stuff. So there's that going on. There's also the tax cut. Now the tax cut, what he did is cut it for rich people and but not for the people who need the money. And that's it. So if you make less than 55,000, and this is the Congressional Budget Office, which is supposedly the fair, referee for all this stuff. It says if you're making less than $55,000, you're going to lose up to $1,600 of income that you've got last year. So that it's going to cost you 1,600 dollars more. So this tax cut is going to cost millions of people a lot more, and that's on the low income. If you're in the higher income, you're going to get a lot more. The people in the higher brackets are going to get like $100,000 more to live on. People in low income graduates are going to get like $1,600 less to live on. Now, I don't know. Is that income inequality or uh, wage war? I don't care what you call it. It's just reality. What's going to happen, and somebody's going to get screwed, and it's not the rich people. I cannot pay prescription. However, no matter you swing it, I am broke. Well, you don't need me. What you need is knowing the sources that are free, Tessa. Instead of giving me $1, that's right, we're charging only $1 now for the next. You could have us for unlimited help for $1. You get 5 days of unlimited help. Okay, to find these programs. But here's something you can do right now, Tessa, and I won't charge you anything. Go to Lesko 500, Lesko 500.com. Okay, please, everyone listening to this, download that right now. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm not going to even ask for your email or anything. So you can just go to that website and download that, okay? And what that is, for every state, no matter what state you live in, Tessa, you will have 500 programs that you could start applying to. And you don't need me. You don't have to give me the dollar or the $20 or whatever we're charging at the time, because we have the dollar thing right now, and that gives you 5 days of unlimited help. And then after that, you have to pay $20 a month. And after the 25th of this month, which is after the end of tomorrow, we're going to start. You can't get the dollar anymore. So if you're interested, this is the time to try us. If you're not sure, uh, otherwise it's $20 a month. Okay, but now if you go to this website, letsgo500.com, and please, everyone needs this. I mean, I worked on this for years to get this together for all 50 states, and you have access to all the 50 states. So if you move around to another state, Uh, uh, you'll know where to get the help, and I have it all organized in each state. You have where to call and get free money and help to fix your credit card debt, your bills and expenses and things like that. And there's a dozen or so places, at least in every state, and there's really hundreds. But this is the way to start, okay? And it's important that you do that and know what's available because that will solve all your problems. Not everyone, but you're going to have to do some work. The problem with all this, you have to do the work. You have to contact people and find out about what they have and how it could help you. Okay, here we have National Guard from West Virginia. West Virginia guys? Hey, they, they, oh, more West Virginia guys. Huh? No? Yeah? No. Yeah. Hey, cool. They're this is a big city for them. They're sort of wild. Never been such a big city, West Virginia, mostly rural, and sweet guys. We don't need them. We don't want them, but Trump wants them here to just scare people in the city, I guess. So that's why I'm just trying to show these people are nice. They're just doing what they're told because they have to, or else they go to jail. That's the problem here. Nice outfit. You not playing my guy. What? I don't know what that is. Uh, so download that because they're the first group of free places to start to get money and help is for your bills and expenses. The next place that we have in there for every state has this, and there's 500 total for every state. Uh, and uh, so that's important. And then the next one after that is starting a business. So all the programs to get you started in starting a business. And then you want to go to the next one is for buying a home or fixing up a home and all the programs that are there. So you don't have to pay me a dollar or a nickel, nothing to use this. Uh, and that's important that you do that, okay? Because this is like I feel a Bible. This is your government, what's available in your government that will help your better life. And the rich people know this. And the rich people use the government like hell. Elon Musk gets $6 million every day from government. Now, I thought he was a libertarian and didn't believe in government. Well, money talks. If someone's giving out money, the rich people know it and they'll find it. Okay, the average person believes in the headlines that we're broke. That's just absolutely false. A lot of NAD people have been arrested. Let's go. So our president is dying good for you to sit out and not be harmed by those arrested. Oh yeah, there's some bad people, some bad immigrants. There's a lot of bad people who are not immigrants too. But I, I don't think grabbing people off the street, even if they're not criminals, putting them in a van and sending them to another country, is the thing that Americans do. Uh, we have a Statue of Liberty that says, "Give us your tired, your you know, downtrodden or whatever, and there's a place to grow." Well, I think France is going to take that back. The site again is Lesko, Lesko, and then 500.com. Lesko 500.com. If you want to join us for $1 to see what it's like to get the personal help, is lescodollar.com. Lesko dollar dollar.com. So you got lesco500.com and you get the free 500 grant report for your state. Actually, all the states are there. So no matter what your state, you can download them all, share them with your friends. The important thing is that you know what's available in the government for you to improve your life. The rich people know that, and they hire people to do this for them. You don't need to hire anybody. You just have to know it's there and where it is. And the one thing you have to remember more than anything, it's not in Google. Never go to Google if you're looking for free help and money. You cannot find it in Google. You have to go, uh, use my report that's free, letsgo500.com, or start by going to find, F-I-N-D, help, Help. Put in your zip code and start calling people. Uh, yeah, it's crazy. Uh, I left Boston, my home, 10 years ago for the same reason. I feel better you being safer. Uh, being following you since following was a thing. Oh, there's more police here than there are visitors. Yeah, tourists. I mean, that's like, I don't know, 15, 20 people that I've seen already. Uh, military from West Virginia looking to move out of state. Okay, well, that's right. You get this, download that report for Let's Go 500, and you could start calling states. If you want to know what state to be, do, go in the section there about getting a job, and then you will find the number in every state who to call to see what the job situation is that you want to move to, and then what money is available for you to live on while you move there. Okay, rent 2000 today. How do you go live? I'm live on YouTube. How do you get Windows and help with rent? Help me is closed. Well, if you want home repair, I mean, yeah, Leap, there's a lot less money now, and some of them are closed already. Uh, but check anyway, you never know. But if you go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code and put in home repair, I swear you'll get at least 50 other organizations that help you with home repair. In my zip code, it's like 150. So there's other options. You have other options. That's why just don't, just think once the big thing, like rent. Okay, the big rent program is not as good anymore. How do you get a job in the prostitution sector? Any advice for an old apartment? How do you go live? I make 3,700 a month. How do I get a new window? Uh, Yeah, every program is different. So when somebody says that you're not eligible for that, you have to find other programs and keep looking for other programs, and they're there. But you have to do the work to find them. And a good place to start to find that is your findhelp.org. And you have to use the telephone, okay? You're not going to get anything until you use the telephone. EP on the Prosper app offers home weatherization. Yeah, it's different in every state. So that's why you have to check your state. Well, what about a single dad with kids? Is there programs that? Yes, there are. Why don't you go to this website? Well, actually go to findhelp.org. But if you want the basic programs, findhelp.org will show you probably 3,000 programs in your city. But if you go to this for the major national programs, go to single, SINGLE, mothers, MOTHER, I think an S, guide, GUID, single mothers guide.com. Okay. And you want to go there and you could apply to all the major programs in every state there. It's a nice collection. I worry that they're taking your emails and doing something, but I don't know for sure. That's wonderful info. Fact lovers file. Thank you for sharing. What about single dad? Anything you need. I mean, you're raising kids. Well, go there. I just did a video. It's up now. I have the wrong title on it, but it's called Free Childcare. So look at that video I just put up on YouTube for free childcare, and make sure you apply for those programs. And it shows you where to find them. You have to watch the video and explain. I tell you how to follow up on all this stuff. But a lot of people don't want to listen or they don't want to follow up. From one Matthew to another. I am Matthew. Brother, thank you so much. That's wonderful info. Uh, Liberal Democrats, have you figured out what a woman is yet? I'm married enough. I'm married enough of them. uh, yeah. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, you're fine. Entertain yourself with that. But people have financial problems, and they can't pay the rent, can't pay the food, can't. I mean, they're serious stuff, and everybody's talking about, you know, LGBT bacon, lettuce, tomato, or whatever. I mean, that's interesting. People's lives are important there, but if you can't have a place to live, you can't pay your bills, you can't pay expenses. That's more important, isn't it? Man, why do you want to argue about all this other stuff? That's why this guy's coming to town. He hasn't approached anything. He's taking money away from lower income people and giving it to high income people. That's what's going on. And it's been like that for 45 years. You know, in the last uh, in the last 45 years, the country grew like 250%, but 90% of the people working in this country only grew 400%, 40%. So actually, that wasn't 250; it was 450, 400%. So the country grew 400%, but 90% of the people only grew 40%. So who's getting all that money? Well, it's not the working class. It's all going to other people, and the ones who are getting the most are the people who own businesses. So corporate profits went up like 800% or some ungodly number. I have it back home, and I'll be talking about it again soon. But that's it. So corporate profits went way up. The top 1% went skyrocketing income, and the bottom 90% went nowhere. But the country grew very well. So the country is growing very well, and the bottom 90% are getting a smaller piece of the pie. And this is not right, I don't think. If we're all into this together, it doesn't look that way when you look at the data. Yeah. And that's why you have to look at the data, and you have everybody has a little, uh, example of something or other. You can find an example of anything. I don't know, when I first started being on talk shows and everything in the, scream and shout match on TV talk shows, well, you can find anything. I married a squirrel, will be the next uh, segment on Phil Donahue or whatever it is, or whatever those talk shows were about. And I was on most of them. Uh, I mean, you could find people doing it. I used to do infomercials. I could find you somebody will get on camera and say anything. Uh, but the real thing is data and statistics. But really, no matter what the president's doing now, has to be way better than Biden. Well, that's I think what you think is better, I guess, than it is. Yeah. Uh, I don't think so. I don't think Biden did a lot of things well either. Uh, but he certainly didn't take food out of the mouths of poor people. Uh, and, he certainly didn't give more money to people who don't need the money. I mean, why are billionaires getting an extra? You see those people? They have dogs on their back holding on to them. Yeah. And that's it. I mean, we got to be fair. And I don't think any that stuff that's going on now, it's fair. It's the rich think it's fair because they think we should not have any government. Well, that's a debate we should have, because otherwise, okay, we should have not every, okay, then we shouldn't have firemen. And then if your house is on fire, I'm not going to put it out for you, right? Unless you give me money. And that's crazy. We live in a society that helps each other. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would think that's what Christianity is. That's what most religions are, is helping each other. Uh, and if you want to really save money in the government, you put the people back to work to get the money from the people who haven't paid their taxes. That's now up to almost $1 trillion every year that people don't pay taxes that they owe. And it's mostly the rich. Why? Because they fired all the people who are there to collect the taxes. Now, Biden was trying to add some, and he comes in and cuts them out. So I think that's bad. Do you? People don't pay their bills are bad people to me. That's your country that deserves the money that they, hey, uh, the country, we voted for this and this is it. You don't want to play by the rules, that's fine. You have to pay the consequences or move, I guess. Um, let's see, I can't read the thing. It's in the shadow. I gotta get in the shade. The sun is coming in. See if we got any questions. How are you doing? Great. I mean, I'm 82 years old. I'm the best time of my life. And why? Because I see people are getting help with this, okay? And and that's important that they know the programs are there. I mean, Trump built his whole empire based on government money programs. So if you have something to do, the government has lots of money and help for you to help you do that. But it's not where you think it is, and you can't go to Google to find out. So that's important. Um, all his fortune of his Trump family is from government programs. Elon Musk again gets, you know, $6 to $8 million every day from the government. So it's important. They're there for people, and they're there for all of us, not just some of them. This is what democracy is about. What grant do I apply for to get those glasses? Actually, I only pay about $100, but the prescription and everything in China. Uh, you, thank you for all you do. Thank you for saying that. I got you great advice. I remember you as a kid. Yeah, I was a kid once too. I've been following you for many years. Since the infomercial days, yeah, they don't work anymore. This is even better. Actually, what I have now, I used to sell books on infomercials, and people buy the books and they wouldn't do anything. And that frustrated me all the time, but at least I wasn't charging tens of thousands of dollars like a lot of people. What's for the $40? But now I could do it for $20 and give people better help. More people get help one-on-one at letsgohelp.com because we have 15,000 people that help each other find out about these programs. Matthew, tell us a story about growing up in the 50s. Yeah, it was a different time. I live in the future, not the past, but my future's shorter. But I figure I have another 10 years and trying to how to fit in. How do I get people to understand what we have in this country that is all for you, all for us, if you know it's there. I don't know. Is the wind too bad? Uh, you speak online. What? How long does it take to make your outfit every day? Oh, I got a closet full of stuff. Uh, can you hear me okay now? Am I going to start walking a little bit? I seen that was a windy part, and I think this thing doesn't work too well when there's a lot of wind. Uh, but it's important. We live in a community called the USA that everybody has access to it, and if you have trouble, if you have another way to get the money that you have money to do, fine. If you don't have money, there's we give out an average of $18,000 to every adult in America every year. You don't have to use it. This is obligation, but I know there's a lot of people in need. We have more poor people in this country than any other developed country in the world. Now, how could that happen? How could we have the most millionaires and billionaires than anybody else, and also have the most poor people? Now, not the number of poor people, but the percentage of poor people, uh, or the higher percentage of poor people in America than any other developed country. That means those countries that are not in Africa or whatever, the underdeveloped countries. These are developed countries. So we have more poor people. So that means we're not taking care of each other, to my mind. And I think as a human being, that's what you're supposed to do, is care for each other. And that's what we do at Let's Go Help. I mean, what is there is people helping people. If you want to help people, get the money that's available and the help to improve their life and to get out of financial trouble, uh, then this could be for you too, because that's why, as a member, you not only get help from other people who have gotten this, but you give help to other people who need this and they need it to survive and get out of financial problems. Hi. Uh, and that's what we're all about. That's what Let's Go Help. I call it a loving community, or people we show love for each other. Thanks, thanks. uh, and that's what life is about: is helping your neighbor, helping other people. And that's why I only charge $20. So I used to charge thousands and thousands of dollars. Where people pay it because I was helping millionaires become billionaires. But it's here for everybody, not just for millionaires to become billionaires. It's here for the people to help them just get through life. It's tough out there, and everybody knows that. If you have money, you don't know it. If you don't have money, then you do know it. Hi guys.
Hey, how's it going?
More West Virginia guys. Uh, and it's a national resource. This is a treasure. This is the wealth of our country. And unfortunately, the rich are figuring out how to get more of the wealth of our country for the people that already have money instead of helping the people who don't have money. And I still, no matter what anybody says about waste, fraud, and abuse and bad people, I mean, why? What about the bad people who are not paying the rich bad people don't pay their taxes when they get a bill? They want to live here, they got to play by the rules, and they don't play the rules. And that's $1 trillion every year. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, that's what we just stopped. We just took $1 trillion from poor people so they don't have health care, and we have $1 billion of millionaires who are not paying their taxes. Wow. And plus, we gave a trillion. I mean, this is a trillion, some billion, so it's hard. I don't know the fucking difference. I've never seen either. but it's $1 trillion they cut off of medical programs for low income, and they gave $1 trillion to millionaires. And there's $1 trillion every year in uncollected taxes from the rich people. $1 trillion, man. So I don't know who are the bad guys. Well, I guess there's bad guys in every class, so that's not the issue. Uh, I was looking at a fountain here somewhere. I know. Uh, what's your net worth? Uh, is Sunbury on your beak? What's that? You devil. What about 30 million illegals who paid dust? You are. Well, all the illegals, to me, right? They shouldn't be illegals. All those illegals are paying Social Security tax. So I don't know what's going to happen when they stop paying taxes. I don't know what's going to happen, to tell you the truth, when you can't get vegetables. Yeah, we should. There was a bill right before Congress, right before the election, that Republicans and Democrats agreed on getting rid of all the illegals. And there was a bill that was going to be passed by the House, and Trump didn't want to pass it. Yeah. I mean, this is why he's got dirty hands all over this stuff. Why didn't we pass it? We did this before during uh, Reagan. We said, okay, we had, free for all. Everybody was, we had some kind of program that made all the illegals legal. Okay. And then it just built up again. And they were going to do that again last year before Trump stopped it. They had an agreement, a bi-party agreement, and he stopped it. So it's hard for me to see that this is uh, anybody has clean hands on this. Hi guys. uh, more people. More. But that being whatever it is, more important, I just want to show people the real programs that are there to use. You don't have to use them. You don't have to do anything. But I know there are people that need them, and that's who I want to talk to. If you have problems with buying a house, starting a business, hi guys. How long of a day is it for you guys? Like 8 hours? What? 12 hours? Holy shit, you get time and a half? No time and a half. Maybe we'll vote for that. uh, they don't even get paid time and a half. I think there's more people from West Virginia in military outfits than there are uh, tourists now. I think, but yeah, it's just because the rich people, all incomes, all whatever. If you want to bring politics in, fine. I don't care. We have a right to do anything in free speech. But I just try to. Hey!
How's the day going?
Very good.
Are
And
you
you?
seeing anything interesting?
Just a lot of police.
Yeah. Do they haven't messed with you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they
They don't
haven't
mess
messed with
with the
anybody else.
question.
They said they're mostly looking for assistance in case people breaking the law or things
Yeah,
like that. They don't really
they're
care
nice.
about.
They don't even have guns. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They were supposed to have guns. That's what I was worried
Oh,
about.
they never have?
Yeah, no, they don't
Oh,
have
okay.
guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you been? How's your wife?
She's great.
Yeah,
I
that's
still
good.
got about 10 more years left, I hope.
Oh, don't say that. You got plenty of life. Look at you. You're still going. You got a lot of fun left. You got another 40 years left.
Oh, man, I don't know if I last that long.
Yeah.
Take care. Hey, thank you. Well, that's why it's fun at the mall. What age are you? 82. Uh, yeah, so they're programs. You don't have to use those programs. You could say they're all full of shit. That's fine. I'm just saying they're real. You want to use them, you don't. You don't need help, that's fine. Or you get help other people, that's fine. A lot of people can't. A lot of people need help. And to me, when I see data, if we're the have more poor people in this country than anybody else, and we're the richest people, that's wrong. Uh, no matter what you say about programs, that's still wrong. And really, when I look at the data more, it's because wages have not gone up in the last 45 years. So people are working their ass off and getting nothing, and they're making America great again, and all the rich are getting it. You know, that's what the data tells me. Show me data that is not just anecdotal, that shows me otherwise. Happy to believe it, and just don't say the data is wrong, because the data are data. Uh, and I'm sure in every city of the country now you see the whole country's on a downward spiral. And that's fine too, because everybody has ups and downs, and we have to take care of it. But if we don't believe in the reality, then we can't take care of it. How about you live in reality and stop believing and pushing all these lies? Well, how about you just leaving? You don't have to listen to them. They're not lies. Tell me what's a lie. I mean, an opinion maybe is a lie to you, but the programs are real. And show me the programs. I'll show you the real programs. Every real program I talk about is real. Every program I talk about, I give a list of everything. So, by the way, if you want to see the programs I talk about, go to Let's Go 500. Let's Go 500.com. Okay, and download that report and get 500 mini grants for your state. There's 500 grants for your state. Okay. Uh, I have program. Well, yeah. Download that report and get this going on anything, whether you want to start a business, buy a house. There are programs like this. But if you don't believe that the rich are getting more of the wealth of this country than anybody else, you're just reading the headlines and not the data. Um, but that doesn't matter. Uh, I'm just here to educate about what the real programs are that people can use. And they've been here. I've been saying this for 50 years. I've written 100 books on the subject, 2 New York Times bestsellers, sold millions and millions of books, won awards, best reference books of the year, 2 awards, New York Times bestseller list twice, syndicated column on New York Times, our Chicago Tribune, also Good Housekeeping Magazine. That's right, Good Housekeeping Magazine. Go to column for that. Yeah. But that's a waste of time to me. We got problems to solve that are real for people. Uh, you're making up problems in my mind. when you want to argue about philosophy or whatever. I mean, that's like religion. You're allowed to have your own religion as far as I'm concerned. Nobody knows what's right. We're all guessing and we're all struggling. And that's why at Let's Go Help, what we do is just help each other, whatever you believe, to show you the help that is out there for you to solve your problems. Because problems create hurt, leave scars, and relationships and everything. You have to get through that in order to, have a successful life in some way. And there's a lot there to help you have a successful life. And the programs to help you get the education, the training for free, to be able to contribute more so you get higher wages. Uh, and that's, oh, oh, you need help? No, okay. Sorry. Uh, anybody have a question? Nobody get money for something? Okay. Uh, show me you have no income for the whole world. Talking about voting. I don't care who you vote for. So nobody needs help on anything. Okay, don't forget, there's programs change every day. They come and go every day. And when you call up an office and ask for some help, and they say you're not eligible, that does not mean you're not eligible for that kind of program. That means you're not eligible for their program. For every program, there's 50 to 150 alternatives for you to get money for that issue that you're trying to solve. And that's what your job is, to find those options and to keep finding those options. It's sort of like looking for a job. You just don't go to one place and ask for money or ask for a job and they say no. And then you say, oh, nobody's hiring. You can't do that. You have to go then to the next door. Finding money and help is like that. But the thing is, you'll get discouraged if you go to Google and do that, because everybody in Google wants to get money from you. You can't solve your money problems if you have no money and expect to use Google. You have to stay out of Google no matter what and start in a place like findhelp.org, where you put in your zip code and then you put in the topic that you're looking for money for, and you'll see 50 to 200 programs in your zip code that help you with that. Now, what you have to do to find the right one is get on the phone and start calling these people. Okay, if you don't call them, they're not going to. You're not going to get anything. It's too complicated to understand what's written in the internet or anywhere else. You have to talk to people because they know the real skinny. And if they can't help you, you go on to the next one. And that's the only way you're going to solve the problem. And it's always been that way. But the internet has spoiled us. And now there's just too much stuff on there that everybody wants to get your money. But AI is very good. If you use AI and say, I need money to start a business in Scranton, Pennsylvania, show me nonprofit organizations and government offices that will help me. You'll find real ones. And you'll probably find 50 to 100 at least there that help you there. Then you have to do the real work of calling them and asking for help. And if someone can't help you, you ask them, then where else can I go? And that's the important thing. Uh, a little more tourists here, and a little Russian. But I mean, the mall is empty compared to what it'd be on an August like this. Terrible. So that means the restaurants are empty. That means the businesses are hurting. Coming through on the left. Coming through on the left. And all because some guy said there's too much crime here when it's actually going down. Crime everywhere. Why did he go to a red suit? with high crime. They're higher there. Let's see what we got here. I found a dentist, but he said we don't use dental grants. True. Well, a dentist doesn't do grants. That's the important thing to know. You can't. You got to find nonprofit organizations and uh, and government offices that provide that. Okay, and like I say, if you go, you download my report that I say there. Let's go help. I mean, let's go 500.com. There's a section in every state about mental and dental care. Now, if they're expensive dental procedures, that may take more digging. But you could start also at going to needy, Needy, and then MEDS, needymeds.org, O-R-G. Okay, you start with that, and you go to savings. There's a tab on top called savings, and you click on the savings tab, and you'll see, uh, medical clinics, dental clinics, mental health clinics on the left-hand side there. So you go to dental clinics, you put in your state, and you'll see 50 to 100 dental clinics that do dental work for free or low cost. I mean, I get all my dental work done for $50 or less because it's a senior program that I didn't even know I'm eligible for. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed of it because I could pay it. Keep speaking the truth. Thank you, Sharon. Uh, I was there 3 weeks ago and saw a few homeless people. Yeah, we got homeless all over. I'm friends with most of them. A lot of them know me. Uh, and you try. I mean, we just have a lot of homeless all over the world. We shouldn't. I guys, uh, we shouldn't have homeless, but we do because nobody wants to do anything about it. That means somebody has to put up the money to take care of that. And there's a lot of people with mental problems that really a hard time to fit in society. Uh, I don't know. We all struggle. So it's who's to say. I mean, most of us are doing our best, but it's the people that are mean. I think are the people we could do without. I So you get every outfit matches your hair, or what? No, so that's what I gotta do. See, nice hair matches her outfit. Where is she? There she is. Yeah. People are fun, uh, and we all need help. Um, let's see what else is coming up. Tomorrow is the deadline for the dollar, so we have letsgodollar.com where you could sign up for Let's Go Help for $1, and you get 5 days of unlimited help for just $1. And that's a deal. So you could get thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of expertise if you want. 5 days and just suck us dry and leave. That's fine. And if you stay, it's going to be $20 a month. And don't forget to download the report of 500 mini grants for your state. And that's by going to Let's Go 500, Let's Go 500.com, and you can download that report anywhere. Don't even ask for your email address. Uh, and so it's just download that and start calling. You have to call to get help. You can't just fill out an application. You call people. You call people. You call people. That's how you get help. And so take that report, download it. And if it's money for your bills and debt, you go to the first group, you start calling every one of those people. And there's probably a dozen or so, and how they could help you, okay? And you be patient, be nice, and be nice to people because they get paid whether they help you or not. You're used to going on the internet and going to Google, and all those people don't get paid unless they get money from you. So they're nice for you, to you, and so you give them the money. Uh, so if you don't have money, you can't afford that. So just don't start. Okay, guys? Oh, 45 minutes. Goes by when you're having fun. Let's see, any important question. If I get a grant, can I please use part of it for dental upper and lower plus a car? Every grant has different requirements. What I would do first is go after the dental and the car. So I told you earlier about how to start the dental, okay? And that'll take a lot of work if they're upper and lowers. I mean, you want, uh, implants or all that kind of stuff, that heavy stuff. But it's there, but it's going to take work and time. But it's still going to be free when you find it. So if you're not a member, you want to go, well, actually, let's go 500.com has a medical dental section. You could start there and really start also at needymeds.org and look for your state, all the dental programs, and start calling. You may have to make 20, 30 calls. That's what it is. That's where the nonprofit stuff is. You want to pay money, you don't have to call because they'll call you. But when you want to get free money, you have to call them. They don't have marketing money. And for a car, there's a lot of programs for cars. Go to this, go to go to findhelp.org and put in your zip code and then put in cars, and you'll see nonprofit organizations that help you with cars. Or you could go, we have a free handout. You go tiny, Tiny, URL.com/Let's Go Car. And you download a report on getting free cars there. So that's it. Okay, guys, running out of juice. So I think I'll pass and talk to you soon. So that's letsgo500.com and letsgodollar.com. So if you want to join for $1 for 5 days, Let's Go Dollar. You want to download the 500 mini grant report for every state with Let's Go 500. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.